What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, y'all? So we are back. Ooh, girl, the natural light is just coming in and it's hitting me and I love it. It's such a beautiful day outside. It was a little cold. Now they want to get warm outside a little bit. But anyway, I'm in the house. Girl, what's going on with y'all? I hope everybody has been having such a wonderful week. My week has been going okay. I'm going to give y'all a little update. Girl, we had a little scare, okay? We had a little scare. You know. Mom was in the hospital. She just came back. Come to find out, I told y'all when she got sick, we found out that, you know, they was putting her on a whole bunch of medicines that she didn't even need to have when she was living out here. Thinking that we had a good freaking, you know, medical group or whatever that we was with. And they really wasn't all that compared to what, you know, they doing out there in Indiana for her. And I mean, found out so much stuff. Basically, she taking medicine that she not supposed to be taking, that's adding stuff onto her, you know, and so they had to eliminate certain things, and they wind up eliminating one of her diuretic. Girl, come to find out, my mama had a cough, y'all. She had a cough that just would not go nowhere, and she just really wasn't feeling her best like she was when she was trying to get better from after, you know, her heart attack or whatever. And girl, come to find out, she had fluid all up on her body. By the time they finished draining her, she had over 20 pounds of fluid on her body. My mama could have died. My mama could have fucking drowned to death because, you know, they didn't replace her diuretic that they took her off because they said for whatever reason. Anyway, it's a good thing, again, that I say now that my sister is out there with her so that, you know, she can catch all this stuff. And because if she hadn't, girl, my mama probably wouldn't even be here. But, you know, she home now. She been in the hospital for the past 2 days, but she home now. So thank God for that. And she feels so much better. And my sister said she looks so much better as well, too. I said, 20 pounds of goddamn fucking water on your body in a month. What in my 600-pound life is going on? Girl, I was so mad. Because that was a huge oversight. But anyway, she doing good, y'all. But other than that, everything has been great over here. You want to know who not having a great week? Don Lemon and Carlson Tucker, or Tucker Carlson, whichever one you want to call that man. Girl, listen. We started off just like that. Monday started off with a freaking bang. We was like, girl, what? What is happening? First of all, let's get this out the way. Because what is his name? I just know Harry Belafonte passed away yesterday. He was 96 years old. And if you don't know anything about Harry Belafonte, the main show, like, he's a phenomenal actor, an actor turned activist, you know what I'm saying? And not just one of those activists for show, but a real activist, okay? Like, I think at one point he kind of like sacrificed his career to become an activist because he was one of those actors who literally wanted to just, it got to a point where he wanted to do films and things that actually made sense. You know what I'm saying? Not just taking them for this reason, that reason, or whatever, you know, just to be taking it to get money. He wanted to make sense and wanted to make an impact, make his work have impact. And then when he got into the activism, you know, he was all for the black community. He was all for, you know, getting equality and civil rights and all of that. I love that particular era of, you know, black entertainers. Back in the day, like the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, you know, it was a whole bunch of them who were just, they cared about their craft, but they also cared just as much and just as passionately and probably even more passionately about the rights for the people that they are fighting for, the people that look like them, you know what I'm saying? Black people, you know. And I just love the activism and stuff that went down because it was so genuine. It wasn't for show like some people do now. Some people these days, they want to seem and act like they are, you know, for the people and they're allies and all this stuff. And truth be told, they just doing it for a check or doing it because it make them look a certain way. And you can see right through it. I'm not going to put no names out there, but you can see right through it. But may he rest in peace. He was such a... We are losing our icon. Girl, we are losing our legends. We are losing our icons and everything. But he lived a great life. 96 years old. That is wonderful. One of my favorite movies for him, y'all already know, would be Carmen Jones with Dorothy Dandridge. May she rest in peace as well. I said, oh, I gotta go get what is it? I gotta go get my picture, my portrait that I brought. Y'all remember that I used to have it on the wall. I don't know if it was on the wall that y'all could see. Y'all probably couldn't see it because it was on the opposite wall in the place. But I'm gonna put it up. Girl, I'm gonna put up them pictures eventually, okay? Y'all gonna be like, damn, it's about damn time. I know, okay? You know, but I have this portrait of Harry Belafonte and Dorothy Dandridge in one of their scenes from Carmen Jones. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I love that movie. I could look at that movie so many times. I just love Dorothy Dandridge is one of my favorite actresses of all times. Okay, one of my favorites. See, listen, I'm an old school girl. You know, some of the new school girls, some of the girls of my time, of my generations, they cute or whatever. They do their thing or whatever. But you know, I like the classics. Okay, I have to go back to the classics and everything. But there's that. May he rest in peace. He put such an impact on this world. And so many people loved him and knew him, and celebrities taking pictures. I was just looking at all the pictures. I was like, oh, you know, that's cute. That's really good. Then we got word also on Monday that Dancing with the Stars judge Len Goodman, he died on Saturday, 78 years old. Now, I didn't know that he was a former judge on another dancing competition called Strictly Come Dancing for 12 years that was on BBC, you know, in 2004. Then he came over for another like 15 years for Dancing with the Stars over here in the United States. So, you know, he knew his stuff, okay? I know he had retired for a while. I think he retired like in 2021. And then, or he just past November, that's what they said. He retired in this past November, but he passed away, 78 years old. I was like, oh, wow, what happened? You know, that's why some people just like to continue to work. Because then once they ain't got nothing to do, they slow down. And I know a lot of people that's like that. Like, it's a whole bunch of older people that comes to my job because they want something to do. They don't just want to sit up in the house because they're retired or whatever. So they just trying to get out the house every day. But they didn't put out a cause of death for him. I'm pretty sure Harry Belafonte probably was just old age, but they didn't put a cause of death out for Len. I'm going to be 100% honest with y'all. I've never watched a whole episode of Dancing with the Stars. I am just not into those competition shows like that. I'm really not. And I'm actually surprised that I actually have gotten into Love is Blind and gotten into like the Ultimatum and all that stuff. I just so happened to watch it. Somebody said somebody had to beg me to watch it. And that's why I started watching. I was like, okay. And I started watching Love is Blind. It's cute or whatever, but I don't think of it as so much as a competition. That's probably why I can get through it, because it's not necessarily a competition type of situation, because no one is really being eliminated or anything like that. I just don't have the patience to be sitting week after week after week to see who gonna get eliminated, who gonna win. Baby, if I put that on the DVR, I'm gonna fast forward to the end and see who gonna get eliminated. I don't even have to see the dance. I don't have to see the competition. I don't have to see whatever it is. I just wanna know who gonna win, okay? That's just it. That's why I don't watch competition shows, because I'm just, girl, it gets a little aggy for me, you know what I'm saying? Moving on from that, may he rest in peace. Girl, what was I talking about? I had brought up something, and it just slipped my mind, and I didn't even have it written down. It'll pop up soon. But we got that stuff going on, and then we got some more bad news. Don Lemon and freaking Tucker Carlson, they just was not having a good Monday, okay? Monday came and bit them both in the ass, all right? Both in the ass, and neither one of them liked it, okay? Baby, I wound up getting on Twitter when I got to work, and I'm looking at stuff, and I said, excuse me, you know how on your For You, girl, I want Twitter to get rid of that shit, okay? This is not TikTok, okay? TikTok has following and For You. We don't need that on Twitter. For You and following. Now we looking at all these people that's all up on our timeline that we ain't even following. Why Are they there? Okay, and I don't even know when that shit popped up. I just logged on and it was up there one day. I said, what the fuck is this? I was so confused. Okay, meanwhile, I see Don Lemon on the timeline, and he had tweeted, this was probably like, he tweeted it 25 minutes before I synced it. And it was like, so he was just informed by his agent that he was fired. No, he was terminated from CNN, and it's just messed up because nobody in CNN had told him directly what was going on, which makes him feel like it's something greater, a greater plan or a greater play that's going on right about now. But I want to, thank my colleagues and all this stuff for 15 years or 16 years or whatever that he's been there. Oh, he's been there for 17 years. I said, wow, that's crazy. Meanwhile, CNN come out, because I said, damn, that feel like getting fired on your day off. And nobody had no notice or no inclination that this was going to happen as soon as that happened, because I think he was still doing his morning show. I think he was still on the air. And then the next week, it just comes out saying that, baby, we done. Terminated, fired. Your services are no longer needed. Have a good day. Enjoy your life. And I'm just like, damn, did he steal some boxes on his day off? What is going on? That's messed up. But then CNN want to come out and say, Don is out here lying to y'all. Basically, we tried to get in contact with him. We told him we can talk and all that stuff, but he opted not to, and he decided to come to Twitter in the first place. I said, oops. So who telling the truth, bitch? I really feel like it's a mess going on over there at CNN. Honestly, I feel like it's a lot of stuff that's going on in all these news networks. I don't watch them. I'm just going to be honest. After the whole debacle with the presidency campaign, not this last one with Biden and Trump, but the one with Trump and Hillary and all of that stuff, it was just too much. So I just backed away from politics and only talk about it when I need to, like when something significant happened and very, very much important. Other than that, I really don't care. Okay, I can't put all of that in my mind because it's just too stressful, and I don't feel like being upset because somebody's political views is different from mine, when in reality they have that right to feel that way just as well as I have the right to feel the way that I feel and have my opinion on stuff. But I'm just not here to debate. I'm not here to try to make heads and tails of things that I may feel like is ignorant, and then they probably feel like some of the things that I feel is ignorant. It is what it is. It's a lose-lose situation because no one wins. Okay, so it is what it is. Because either way, and we already know that Biden has we're gonna put a pause. Biden has put it out there that, yeah, he is running for re-election. And I've been seeing mixed reviews about it or whatever. And it's understandable because some people don't see a lot of the things that he probably has done. Now, I'm not going to sit here and act like I know everything that's done. I'm not going to sit here and be like he was the best. I'm not going to sit here and be like, I'm glad he running for a second term. I honestly thought he would be one term. I honestly thought this would be a one and done type of situation to see if he could do it, and he did it. If he does not win the second term, and I'm not trying to be that type of person, but I'm just dealing in reality. If he don't win the second term, I would not be surprised. Okay, the campaign, the presidency been marred with a lot of stuff of, people calling him Sleepy Joe. I just don't understand why people come at Kamala the way that they come at Kamala, because at the end of the day, Kamala is the VP. Some of y'all don't read y'all history books or government books and stuff, don't know what the VP do. Y'all be acting like she's supposed to be the forefront all the freaking time, where we have the freaking president who's supposed to be the face of things and everything. She's just number 2 in command, not number 1. I mean, people didn't do all this mess that y'all do for Kamala over Chris Spence, whatever the hell his name was, Donald Trump's little dude. Okay, so it's just irritating, and at this point, I don't know. I do hope it's another Democratic candidate that's gonna come through. That's very much strong and can, give him a run for the money so they could probably get the candidacy. I don't know. We need somebody younger, to be honest. We need somebody younger. All right. But if he winds up getting the nomination, which I'm pretty sure he is because he's running for re-election. So of course he gonna get the nomination, I guess. Girl, I don't remember how that shit goes, but he get the nomination. And if depending on who he run against, baby, if Trump runs again and he winds up getting, I'ma just have to automatically vote for Biden again. Cause girl, anything at this point is better than Trump, and that's saying a lot because neither side ain't worth a damn. Ain't nobody, I'm telling y'all, girl, ain't nobody out here that has made me say, I want to put my faith in you. I want to put my trust in you. I want to put my life in you. No! Biden, Trump, nobody. And I don't see no other candidates right about now. I'm just sitting here like, well, we just gonna have to see what this is. And I hate to have that attitude, but that's just how it is right now. Some of y'all probably feel the same. Some of y'all probably like, y'all know who y'all gonna pick. If y'all already know, more power to you. At this point, it's so freaking draining. You know what I'm saying? And I bring all of this up because it plays a part in these firing, okay? So with Don Lemon, girl, they said he might be going to sue them because they said, listen, he still had like $25 million. He owed $25 million in back pay. I said, get that man his money. $25 million. Hell yeah, we finna go to court. I will send you to court if I have to, okay? I'm not finna sit down. Y'all saw how crazy Franklin went, okay, on Snowfall. Baby, if we gotta go to that level, we'll go to that level, okay? $25 million that I am owed. Baby, we gonna do something about that, okay? You got that going on, and people trying to speculate what was the reason why he got fired. It was this one video, one of his last interviews that he did with this Indian American presidential candidate that he's trying to throw his hat in the ring for, the GOP Republican candidate for the president. And he was up there basically trying to act like he know what's good for black folks. And he was basically saying, we got freedom, we were freed with the Second Amendment after the Civil War, you know, and he just kept on bringing up the Second Amendment. And I'm pretty sure the Second Amendment is about the right to bear arms or something like that. Girl, don't get me lying on here. But either freaking way, the way he was sounding was as if he knew exactly what he was talking about, and a quick Google search would have told him differently. He ain't even had to do extensive research. All he had to do was a quick Google search, and it was pissing Don off. And as a black person trying to be told their history from somebody else, that is exactly why black people don't like to be called and put in that category of people of color. Because you call us people of color, those people of color, the group of people of color that make up the people of color, they be very much anti-black. Okay, and everything that man was kind of coming off, he was coming off very much anti-black, basically trying to make it seem like we should just be grateful for what we got and all this stuff and we free. And like you said, nigga, we still fighting for civil rights and stuff till this day. And you up here talking about something, we free, we got our freedom. Girl, hush, okay? Don was like, hold on. Y'all up in my ear and I can't hear y'all. Truth be told, he went off on him a little bit. But Don always been like that, okay? And at the same time, people trying to say that's the reason why he got fired. That is not the reason why he got fired. Because that's not the first time he done that. He done that multiple times to a lot of people. You know, just got a little bit heated and had to put them in their place. You know, cracked up on them and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? Made them feel bad, made them feel small. It is what it is. No, it was some other stuff that probably was going on that they probably was building up for a minute. And I feel like it was internal. I don't think it had anything to do with any interview that he put out. I'm pretty sure it was internal. I know recently things came out about him basically being a diva behind scene and being an asshole and just being difficult to work with, being kind of misogynistic and, you know, just being sexist and all of that stuff and just being rude to some of his female colleagues. And it was a lie. It was a lie. I said, wow. But at the same time, it's like, really, is that what really got him? I don't feel like it. I feel like we don't really know the reason. Everybody's just speculating the reason. When all of a sudden all these complaints or whatever, stories about his behavior or whatever started popping up in recent time, I was just like, yeah. After that whole thing when he said that lady, I think her name was Nikki Haley or whatever, that she was too old or whatever to be running for the presidency or something like that. Yeah, I was just like, That's when stuff started snowballing and people just started really getting on his ass. But I have a feeling they've been wanting to get him out. I feel like stuff started happening as soon as they said that you couldn't get drunk on the New Year's Eve situation. Because, girl, that's the only reason why we tuned in on New Year's Eve to see a drunk Don Lemon. But, you know, it is crazy how that goes. And people don't realize, you know, people... Y'all was not there. Some of y'all wasn't there when Don Lemon used to be. We had to look at his ass like, who the fuck? Who are you, you wishy-washy Negro? He was the original Van Jones, okay? He was the original Van Jones, baby. We didn't know which side of the fence he played on. He was the good old boy. He was the good black of CNN, all right? But then when the whole thing that happened over there, Mike Brown and Ferguson and everything, oh, bitch, he got active and he turned into the nigga Don Lemon that we see now, okay? And I was just like, oh my, how the tables turn. Switchblade up in that bitch. But, yeah, y'all tell me how y'all felt about that. I would have been so pissed if I woke up finna get ready and I had to wake up early in the morning, try to get ready so I could get up into the office and come to find out, bitch, you ain't going nowhere because, no, girl, you've been fired. Bitch, I would be so mad. Tearing all this shit up. But anyway, Tucker Carlson. Now this one I don't feel bad about. And truth be told, I really don't feel bad about Don Lemon, but I feel less bad about Tucker Carlson because one, I don't look at Fox News because of the simple fact that a lot of the rhetoric that comes from Fox News is just very toxic, okay? And that can be said from just about every news source, but something about Fox News is just extremely toxic for me. And, you know, I'm okay with listening to opposing sides of, you know, situations because I honestly feel like if you're going to get into something like politics or whatever, you need to hear all sides. And I'm the type of person that I want to hear all sides of things because somebody just might surprise you and, you know, you might just agree with what they're saying. And they're not even the people that you rock with for real. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's okay to hear all sides just to be well-rounded so you can know the different arguments so you can compare and contrast. I think that's a good thing, you know what I'm saying? And sometimes you need to hear that so that you can weed out the bullshit, right? Fox News is just a little bit too goddamn right-winged and too, it was just too much. Girl, that right, that left, the blue, the red, I'm so tired of the shit, bitch. Y'all wake me when it's over, okay? You got that going on, right? And I told y'all about that Dominion voting situation last week where Fox was being sued by Dominion Voting because of them running the air reports and stuff during the 2020 election period between Biden and Trump, basically saying that the voting machines were rigged to automatically, you know, make it so that Biden would get the vote or whatever for some of them. And so they sued them for putting them reports out. And basically they had every right to, because now you are trying to destroy our reputation. You're trying to destroy my company. This whole $1 billion or whatever, how many, this company, you are about to make them lose money because you're finna have people lose faith in the machines that we're using to get the elected people in office, right? And so they sued. And I feel like Fox News probably knew that they was gonna sue, but didn't think that they was gonna actually go through with it. And then they actually went through with it to the point where they didn't go on trial. They settled for like a $787 million settlement. They have to pay all of that money, all right? And I'm just sitting here like, wow, all right? Next thing you know, that was last week. Next thing you know, Monday they said Tucker Carlson was out the door too. Baby, he said he ain't know shit about them finna terminate him. Mind you, Fox News pulled the same thing that CNN said and said that he knew that he was about to be let go because they talked about it and they came to an agreement and they parted ways amicably. And Tucker came out and said, no baby, that ain't what happened. I said, oh, mind you, not only did they go through that whole trial, the whole situation with Dominion, they went through Tucker Carlson's text messages and stuff with one of the producers or whoever of the show that he was on, and basically that man, this is what I feel like when people say you sell your soul for some money or you sell your soul just to get popular or whatever. This is one of those situations where I agree, because ain't no way in hell will I get up on TV and literally just spill stuff that I know I don't agree with. I cannot do that. I don't care for how much amount of money. And some people can say, oh, if you was offered this millions of dollars or whatever, I'm pretty sure you would say whatever too. No, because some of us really do have moral integrity. Some of us really do care about the information that we put out there. And some of us like to deal in facts. He didn't want to put out there about the vote and stuff. He knew that it was wrong. He hated Trump because that's what he put out there. He was talking to the other person. And basically, he hated Trump. He hated all the stuff that he was saying and everything. And it's like, so you just putting all this stuff out there because he had to, because you're getting paid to, because you ain't want to lose that check. And that's why I don't get respect from you. You don't get respect from me. Just because you want to put it out there behind the scenes that you hate this man or that you don't agree with what he's saying, but yet you're putting it out there as if you're in agreement or you're okay with a lot of stuff, and then you're putting out a lot of false lies, I should say, that you have a big platform of people that you know are actually looking at you, and therefore you're causing a lot of division. You're taking part in a division that is being caused in this country this day. You know what I'm saying? And it's all based because you want money or for whatever, because it ain't no moral integrity, because your moral integrity didn't kick in for you to say, this is wrong. This is wrong. And then your ass got caught up in this whole lawsuit shit and stuff got leaked. Now you without a job because they got to pay this money some way, somehow. The Murdoch family said, let that nigga go. All right, that's just what it was. Girl, you have to go deep into the whole Murdoch situation. The way they came about and became a media conglomerate, it is fascinatingly crazy. You know, oh, y'all remember Bill O'Reilly? Girl, I never thought I'd see the day when that motherfucker was off the TV. He used to get on my nerves so bad. Like, he just was a nasty person. And if you go back into his history, he was like that the whole time. I said, it's not one of those situations where, oh, they just grow into being that. Oh, no, he's just been that way, you know. But, hey, it is what it is. You know, you reap what you sow. Honestly, Don Lemon and Tucker Carlson, they'll be all right. That man's name is really Tucker Carlson. Why is his name Tucker? That is so... Come here, Tuck. Come here, Tuck. He's so weird looking. Girl, he look like an inbreed. Why did that take me out? Actually don't know. But moving on from that, let's get into some Coachella stuff, okay? Baby, did y'all realize that Coachella weekend 2 was this past weekend? Me neither. I ain't even give y'all a chance to answer. I said, girl, me neither. Me neither. First of all, if it wasn't for the fact that I had seen a performance from Dolce, I think Dolce performed. Yes. Somebody said something about Dolce performing at Coachella, not this past weekend, but the first weekend. And that's when I realized that Coachella was happening. And I said, oh, bitch, what, for real? And then this weekend, it was the Lotto situation. I said, oh, I didn't know that this was the second weekend. I just knew that Frank Ocean had pulled out like a bitch. But Frank Ocean pulled out because his ankles was hurting, quote unquote. I said, yo, them ankles look mighty sturdy when I was looking at you. You weren't on no crutch. You ain't had no brace on your ankles or nothing. Okay? You weren't sitting down. Michael Jackson sat down throughout a whole Soul Train performance and gave us bomb chair choreography. Like, he did that thing for Remember the Time. And I heard that, truth be told, his ankle wasn't messed up or his foot wasn't messed up like he said it was, even though he had the brace on there. It's just that he really didn't want to perform. Like, he didn't want to get up there dancing and doing all that stuff. So that's what he did. I said, you know what? Michael was a manipulator, so I can understand and I can see that happening. I can see that to be true. But anyway, Frank, you could have did something like that. You could have gave some energy with your mellow ass songs or whatever. You know, you really played your people, and I really would have just kicked you in your ankles just to make them hurt on purpose, because that is messed up. Moving on from that, so it was a little situation. We found out, you know, down there in Coachella, Lotto was out there performing, right? You know, she was doing a little good job, I guess, you know, doing here and doing that. Come to find out, Tiana Taylor is her creative director now, And she's been working with her for the past few performances that she has been doing. You know, we've seen a little bit improvement here and there with Lil Lotto set and all that. But that's not the real story of the situation. Now, Lotto put out a new song or whatever called Put It On The Floor, right? And this was right before Coachella last weekend. And all of a sudden, Corey LeRae started tweeting about how, you know, people just always want to talk about somebody and body shaming and, you know, yada, 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 coming at me, dissing at me, anybody got some issues and all this stuff and woo woo. I said, excuse the hell out of me, what is going on? I thought y'all was cool. I said, girl, I can't keep up with all these rap beefs that's going on with insignificant people at this point because what is happening? And truth be told, Lotto cool. You know, I remember the first time seeing Lotto on the rap game when she was 16 or whatever, you know, and I think she won that season. And she was really decent. So I know her game, her pen game. She can write, she can do all that stuff. I never doubted that because I've seen her do her thing on that show. Corey LeRae, she's fun. She's a fun girl that I grew to like a little bit. I have no issues with her, and you know, I do like her. So I was really confused because I thought they was cool at one point, you know, and she got all big in her tough because one of the lines said, smoking on that gas blunt big as Corey LeRae, bitches like to run their mouth, but I'm the type to run a fade. And she thought that the tweet was basically her talking about her body. She said, Lotto, bye. Please do not come on here talk about nobody body. LOL. Like, seriously, out of all the things, your blood, my size, this shit is never ending. Like, she just kept going on for a couple of tweets or whatever, and we was all sitting here looking at the tweets on, because I wasn't on none of them account. I don't follow them, but I saw it on the Shade Room, and I was just like, why is she mad? Why is she mad? She wasn't even dissing her, and, you know, she overreacted, and this was one of the most insignificant wannabe beef that never got up off the ground because it was so freaking one-sided for a couple of days or for a day and a half until Lotto got up on stage and basically rapped this line in this new song, and she said, shout out to Corey LeRae, I love your body. You know what I'm saying? Basically putting it out there like, bitch, ain't no beef here. And then here come Corey LeRae. Well, you know, I misunderstood and took the, you know, the line wrong or whatever. I thought it was a diss, but I just misunderstood. Girl, no. Just delete your tweets. That's all, okay? Sometimes we gotta think or whatever. Maybe she was high. She just thought somebody was coming at her. I don't know what the issue was. Y'all be beefing so goddamn much. Y'all just can't enjoy each other. I don't get it. Rap is not fun no more. It is not. Women rap is not fun no more because y'all just, and I just never understood. I just need somebody to explain to me, why is it, granted that I know rap started with men, okay? So, of course, it's going to always be male-dominated. And, of course, unfortunately, male artists are always going to be the one that get more respect than women artists, right? But at the same time, we do not see as much emphasis on men beefing with each other unless it's like big artists. You know, the last beef I feel like I remember was the Pusha versus Drake, and you know, you remember the Meek Mill and was he going at Drake or whatever, and you know, big status like that, you know what I'm saying? Kanye and Drake and stuff like that. But like, and that just, when we hear stuff like that, it comes like sparse with the men. Even though we know it's probably some underlying beefs going on with other men, artists or whatever, but we only hear really about the big ones, and that just be like here and there. But then when it comes to the women, they are always putting the women against each other, and it's going here, there, everywhere. And it's like, first of all, who the fuck are you to be coming out to be beefing with this person? And who is the person that you are beefing with? Because, baby, I don't know neither one of y'all. Both of y'all asses just got here, so why are y'all beefing? We don't even know a single from y'all. And the same thing about you two. Why are y'all beefing? And the same thing about y'all two. Why are y'all beefing? Why are the women being put against each other? And why do people do that so much? Why can't it just be okay for the women to come out just like the men and go ahead and get their shit off and be successful? I don't like that. I really don't like this era of rap that's been going on for the past few years when it comes to the women. It's too much beef, too much ego, and y'all all rapping about the same thing. So, bitch, y'all can all get money doing the same thing. What the fuck? And get respect. And I don't know. It's just a lot. It's a lot of stupidity. Make sure you drink your H2O. Anyway, moving on from that. Speaking of rappers that we ain't heard of in a long time, Desiigner. First of all, after he came out that Timmy Turner, really walking, I ain't never listened to a whole album of his. I only listened to the singles that he put out. They was catchy. Not catchy enough for me to go and say, ooh, let me go listen to Desiigner and look up his albums. Okay, just never had that feeling. Forgot all about him, all right? Until now. Girl, why is he talking about he about to put himself into a facility, a mental facility or whatever, because, he had got caught, exposing himself on a plane coming from Japan because he had some shows out there. And I was like, what? What this got to do with, I'm trying to see the correlation. Girl, he put that out there because he about to be charged. Now, let me tell you what happened. So he was on the plane, and I guess he was out there in Japan. They said he was on some type of medicine. He didn't take the medicine. So once he got on the plane, he out here exposing himself. I said, oh, so he just pulled his dick out or whatever and was just sitting there with his dick out? Oh, no, he was sitting there with his dick out with a jar of Vaseline, and he was jerking off, okay? And it was a flight attendant that came over, whatever, and he was up there basically hitting on her and, talking about some, he had to jerk off because he ain't get that much pussy when he was out there in Japan. And so he was just sitting there. Now, they had warned him multiple times, more than one time, to put his dick up. You know what I'm saying? And I was just like, oh my goodness, what is going on? Baby, they had to escort him to the back. And they said once he got up, the Vaseline jar fell on the floor. I don't know why that was funny to me, but that shit was funny to me because automatically in my mind, it just went there where I'm just looking, and then all of a sudden I just turned. I said, what that open Vaseline jar doing right there with a hole in the middle? What is going on? Girl, that's all that I was thinking about. I said, oh my goodness, I am so glad that I have yet to get on a plane where anything stupid like this has happened. No fights. I done seen a few videos recently this week of people literally fighting in the air. Why are we fighting on an enclosed tin can flying in the air and we can't get down on the ground? So you finna put all our lives in danger? You finna put all our lives in danger because your asses can't be adults about stuff? Oh my goodness, I would freak out if something like that happened. That'd probably scare me so bad. Like, what the fuck y'all fighting for? Whew. But yeah. So, you got that whole situation going on, and basically they about to charge him with doing all of that shit. That's why he wanted to put out there talk about so he got to go to a mental health facility. Truth be told, he probably do, and I really do feel like he probably do have something going on because who literally does that? And after a person you've been telling you, you can't do that, sir. Please put that up, sir. Please don't do that, sir. Like, something ain't right mentally up there. And honestly, I feel like these days, all these artists that become some way involved in the industry, whichever label, I feel like it should be mandatory that the label provide therapy. It really should, because a lot of these artists are coming from broken homes, coming from very tragic backgrounds, coming from a lot of trauma that's been going on in their lives, to being very successful for some of them, to coming into a whole bunch of money, having vultures around them, and then spiraling out. You know what I'm saying? I really feel like therapy and mental health situations should be, provided. Speaking of therapy and mental health, now, I talk a lot of shit about Zeus Network. And I mean every word that I say. But I did tune in to that first episode of Bad Boys, Texas. And when the episode came on, and it started with Natalie being at the jail. making a show about her having all this money in order, and I mean, they made a point to show us her take the money out her bag, not the black card, not a debit card, baby, cash. Okay, take the $100 bills out her bag to bail out Orlando Brown. That's one thing. I said, oh, so this what we doing? We showing the money that we can do this and all this stuff. We got the money to waste on somebody, get them out of jail. Okay, that's fine. But it was the fact that she bailed that man out of jail just so he could be on this show and to go to the house and be with these niggas. I said, are you serious? They bailed him out. He get in the car. What's up, man? I came there with the 25 bands and I did this. And I was like, yo, you have got, I'm telling y'all, I don't want y'all, listen. I'm not here telling y'all to watch it, like go ahead and buy Zeus just to watch this. But find the clip on Twitter and just listen to the way that Natalie is talking to Orlando in that very first few minutes when he get out of jail and get into the car. When I tell you this, the way Natalie has fucking changed, I'm talking about Natalie Nunn from Bad Girls Club for some of y'all that don't know. The way that she has changed from that Valley Girl bitch that was on colorist bitch that was on fucking Bad Girls Club to this wannabe hood, wannabe ghetto, wanna say all the slangs, wanna be down so bad, wanna sound so hard, wanna sound like I'm up to date with all the, the new sayings and, we gotta get our big ones. We gotta get to the bag because we baddies, because we that bitch, we this or whatever. Yeah, man, you know what I'm saying, man. I was like, dang, man. I was sitting there laughing so damn hard because I said, Natalie is doing the absolute most, trying to make it seem like she down, trying to make it seem like she a nigga, saying nigga and all this stuff. And I'm just be looking at her like, girl, if you don't shut the fuck up and be your real self, because this is not it. And all of this, to take him to his PO, to take him to a room to clean up, to take him out there to Texas. And I'm sitting here like, well, damn, did he at least get to go see his family? Y'all whisked him away just to go film something of him being in an environment where I feel like if he wanted to fight niggas, he could have just stayed up in prison and fought niggas. That's what I felt like. I said, this shit is so exploitative because now one time that we see them say, I was just like, really? This is what we're doing? It just said funny with me and not in a good way. And I was just like, girl, this is ridiculous, but what do we expect from Zeus? And then you got Raspy on there. So, ain't nobody on there for therapy. Nobody offering therapy. And then the lady that go with the dude that runs Zeus. Girl, you mean to tell me you can't tell your man that this is what's going on? You look like you got a little bit of sense. Or you just gonna dick rag because, that's your man. Let me know. Moving on from that. The doc officer, Miles Cosgrove, who shot and killed Breonna Taylor. Y'all know he working at another police department like an hour away or so. At this point, it was like, what was the point? You can do all this stuff. You can commit murder on purpose, and you can still get rewarded for it. Because that's literally what happened. He just got rewarded. He got taken off and he got a job back. Because he's still up in the same police force. I don't give a damn. Like, I feel like once you do something like this and it causes a big controversy and you act like you didn't do nothing, I feel like you shouldn't be able to come back into the same field. You have to go do something in somebody else's field and not this field. I feel like you really shouldn't even have a gun at this point. Moving on from that. Usher, girl, I don't know why people keep on asking Usher this question like he gonna say no. He was doing an Access Hollywood interview, I think, and somebody said, one of the interviewers or whatever was like, if you was approached to do the Super Bowl, would you take it? He was like, I'd be a fool not to do it. Listen, get Usher to do the Super Bowl. In the next couple of years, Usher needs to do the Super Bowl, okay? That's just how it is. And if he doesn't in the next couple of years, it's gonna be a travesty. And I'm going to feel some type of way about it. Usher is really doing his thing still at this current moment. Usher has the hits to put on a show, okay? Usher has the R&B hits. Usher has the pop hits. He has the crossover hits. He has it all. He has dance. He has a show. He has theatric. He has vocals. Okay, we're actually gonna get some vocals, and we're probably gonna get a whole ass show where he's gonna be dancing too. He's probably gonna be coming out there roller skating and everything. Ooh, I can just picture it now. Okay, just really, just having a good time. Cause I'm gonna be up. Okay, I'll be up. I'll probably get some tickets just to go and be on the field or whatever. Try to sneak my way through some way, somehow. I get down there because, baby, I still have yet to go see Usher up in Vegas. And that is a goal to mine before he leaves. I don't know when the show leaving, but every time it be like, it's about to go, they be like, oh, we finna add some more shows. And I be like, yes, and still ain't get a ticket yet. Girl, I don't know. I'm gonna try to get down there some way, somehow. But, yes, Usher should very much do the Super Bowl. Moving on from that, Ashanti and Nelly might be back together. I did like them together. I did. I don't remember what it was that broke them up. You know, sometimes I feel a way about people spinning the block backwards to an ex, but sometimes it's just like, you just like them together because they look good together. It felt good for them to be together in your eyes or whatever. Like Nelly and Ashanti really was that thing, you know, back in the day. We was really here for it, you know. They was at the what was it? It was a boxing game. They was there. They was walking out. They was holding hands. They was performing out there in Vegas or whatever. Girl, I was just like, can y'all just come on out and confirm that y'all together, okay? You know, it's one of those things where, you know, we got together. It just wasn't our time, and it's our time now, and this is a forever thing. That's what it just feels like. And you want to know what? Since I was talking about Usher really made me mad for a while when he did what he did or whatever, because I know it was him that broke up the relationship between him and Chili. Because I really wanted them to be together. I really wanted him to be together with her. I really loved them together. I could see them just doing a whole bunch of dance videos together. Like, they would have been a real cute, fun couple on TikTok and everything, just doing all that stuff. But no, he had to ruin it. I know it was him. Okay? Man, fuck Chili up so goddamn big. It took her forever to get into a real relationship, to the point where she had to go on TV faking like she was looking for a man and she was going to be with somebody, knowing damn well she wasn't going to be with nobody. Somebody else did that, and I'm pretty sure they ain't going to get married to whoever the fuck that is. Oh, my God, the contestant. Oh, Lord Jesus Christ. Shots fired. No, let me stop playing. I don't believe in none of that shit. I don't. I said, now, Chili, why are you playing? Okay, and then she pop up in a relationship with a Lawrence brother. I said, you know what? At least it's one of the people that we actually like, that black people actually like. Because, you know, we got our ones that we can't stand, and we got our ones that we like, and we like them. I said, that's cute or whatever, but they happy in their relationships and kids and all of that, you know. Usher like them older, so hey, understandable. Moving on from that, Alec Baldwin has been all them charges and shit has been dropped against him. Okay, y'all remember when he was on the set of Rust, that movie that he was trying to do, and he got that gun that was supposed to be a prop gun. It was supposed to be unloaded, and come to find out it was loaded, and this lady lost her life when he pulled the trigger. Yeah, truth be told, regardless of how I may feel about Alec Baldwin now, because of, he came out his throat saying some stuff about Will Smith doing his situation, the Oscar situation. Like, sir, you killed somebody. I don't know the correlation, but I just want to put that out there. But, you should just hush, okay? You should just hush, because the controversy around you was just dying down. And then you want to open up your mouth and tweet some stupid shit, and then you had to lock your Twitter down. Bitch, it was so many celebrities that had to put their Twitters on private during that time, because they was getting ate up so bad. Oh, y'all want to know who really got ate up down there? What's that girl name? Zoe Kravitz. Oh, that bitch got ate up. I said, well, sometimes you got to know when to hold them and know when to fold them. And you got to know when to say something. You got to know when to shut the hell up. Okay? Just shut the hell up, you know? But anyway, so he done found not guilty. Well, he wasn't found not guilty. They just dropped the charges. Truth be told, some of us never understood why he was charged, because it wasn't his responsibility to check the prop gun. It wasn't his responsibility to do anything but to hold that thing and, record the scene like they practice. it was the people that ran the props that put it out that it was their responsibility to check it, and they're the ones that should be charged and should be only ones, truth be told, getting like punishment or whatever. Even though he is the one that pulled the trigger, he didn't know that it was a bullet up in there, so a live round in there, so that's not his fault. But thing that really got us is the fact that after they came out saying that they dropped the charges, he posted this picture of him sitting in a chair and he's holding his wife like she's a infant, and she's like curled up in him, and I'm just like, it looks so weird. And I'm sorry to the white people that watch me, but I was just like, once I saw the picture, I said, white people do some of the weirdest shit. It's like, I would feel some type of way if I was that lady family and seeing this. Like, I already understand the fact that you really didn't have nothing to do with, like, it really wasn't your fault 100%. But then when the charges get dropped and then I go online and I see you holding your wife, like, what is this? I would feel some type of way, like, what the fuck is this? This is weird, okay? Baby, just go into hiding for a second. That's all. Just go into hiding for a second. And truth be told, if they still filming this movie Rust, I really don't feel like it's gonna do anything. I feel like they should just scrap it if they haven't already. Moving on from it, I just need Elon Musk, since I was talking about Twitter earlier. Elon Musk, you gotta go. I just don't understand what's going on. And I blame Jack Dorsey. Now, Jack, you want to go over there and try to put up a new app called what? Blue Sky? You trying to put up a new app on the Android platform. Okay, Android people, y'all got one up on us, Apple. That's cool or whatever. But he using y'all just to get all the bugs out. I'm just saying, so by the time you get to Apple, all the kinks to be kinked out. You know what I'm saying? It'll be knocked the fuck out and it'll be straight. It's an arrow. It'll be no lumps. It'll be just smooth as shit. Okay, smooth selling. We gonna get the good product. Y'all gotta get the kinks. Okay, I'm just saying. That's how I'm gonna look at it, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel some type of way because you stuck us with Twitter. Now, granted, Twitter is fun, but the thing of it is, you stuck us with Elon, and he don't know what he's doing at this point. Now, he had this situation where he was gonna get rid of all of the legacy blue checks or whatever, verified checks, okay, on Twitter. And the legacy checks is back in the day. Now, let me tell you something. He was gonna get rid of them. And I think he got rid of them at the end of last week, right? Or either the beginning of this week. I think it was the end of last week. And so this was for the urgency of people to get and buy and subscribe to Twitter Blue. Twitter Blue, I guess it allows you to get a blue check. It allows you to edit. It allows you to, put long ass tweets up there, like people really finna sit there and read that whole novel of a tweet that you put up there. No, okay, I feel like it's a waste of money. And I'm gonna tell you why. Because, listen, at the end of the day, what is the significance of a blue check now? What Elon Musk has done is literally made the blue check lose its value. And I'm pretty sure a couple of y'all that's following me, some of y'all that's following me and looking at this video, y'all have subscribed to Twitter Blue, and y'all probably doing it for different reasons, like to edit a tweet or to tweet longer. But some of y'all doing it because y'all really wanted that blue check, okay? Because back in the day, when a blue check means something, it actually meant that you was either somebody of importance in order to have the blue check. No matter how many followers you are, you was actually someone of importance. You was an entertainer. You was a writer, a known writer. You were a political figure. You were an artist. You were something of entertainment, okay? Someone that was up on this level that probably was untouchable to a certain extent, has some type of distinction, you know what I'm saying? It was prestige. It meant something, all right? Then all of a sudden we get Twitter Blue where any and everybody can buy a blue check. So what's the point of the checks? The checks don't mean nothing now. It literally don't mean nothing now, especially when I see somebody with 10 followers who has a check. Like, what is the point? What is the point? It means absolutely nothing at this point. So buying a check is just pointless. And even on Instagram, it's pointless. It don't get you more followers. It don't get you more seen. It don't get you nothing but what you already been sitting there doing, okay? You probably edit a tweet or you can write a little bit longer, and I don't know any other significant benefits of it, but it doesn't mean the same thing as the blue check back in the day. It doesn't make you feel like you're important, because now that anybody and everybody and their mama can do it, what is the point of it? What is the point of it? All right. And so he felt, if I get rid of these legacy checks and these entertainers and these celebrities and all these stuff, these big name people, they'll have to buy and subscribe to Twitter Blue just to keep their checks. The majority of them didn't. Okay. And so when that plan failed miserably, he had to give them back their checks, but only people who had 1 million followers or more. All right. And then here's the gag that he did. Not only did he give them back their checks, but if you look at the check, it'll say, click on the check, it'll say that this account is subscribed to Twitter Blue, as if they are buying the check. But in reality, they have not. He gave them back if you have 1 million followers or more. I said, Elon, you so desperate. You know, you shouldn't. Why mess up something that wasn't messed up? Always trying to find a way to get money off of something because you messed it up. And now it don't even work. It don't even seem right. Every other week, it's a freaking bug going around up on Twitter. It's just a mess at this point. Y'all got blue checks. Y'all checking for blue checks. Girl, some of y'all paying for a check on Instagram and some of y'all paying for a check on Twitter. Y'all got money. Y'all got money. Ashley ain't finna do that. Girl, no. My account will be naked like it's been, okay? And it is perfectly fine that way. Moving on from that, congratulations is in order to Simone Biles and her now husband, Jonathan Owens, NFL player Jonathan Owens. They real cute together. Now, you know what? It looked like they just got a justice of the peace and got married, which is fine with me. Because truth be told, girl, all of that pumps and circumstances and getting a dress to go down the aisle to wear one time and, you know, paying all this money for a reception, for a party. Girl, ain't nobody got time for all of that. Just go ahead and let us go down to the Justice of the Peace, and then we go on vacation. That's how we celebrate. That's how we celebrate, okay? That's just all I feel like, you know? But, of course, they having this happy moment, and, you know, some black people would be black people and do what? Try to make it about Simone Biles' hair. I really hate y'all sometimes, and I'm talking about the ones that want to find negativity and want to make people feel embarrassed for their natural African features. Okay, like, she has edges, all right? Everybody edges ain't got edge control. And at the point when I was looking at the pictures, I'm looking at the pictures, and not one time did I even meant to see her edges and see anything wrong with her hair or anything like that. It just looks like beautiful pictures. I just don't understand why people just want to point out the negative and something positive all the time. Just can't let people be happy. Oh, y'all make me sick sometimes, okay? Congratulations to them. I hope they have a wonderful, wonderful future and a long time together. Moving on from that. Bed Bath & Beyond, y'all be going there? Y'all might be able to get some discounts because they about to file for Chapter 11 bankruptcy. You know, I think one of the owners or whatever, he had jumped to his death or something because he knew the shit was just going downhill. Baby, they was just doing some messed up stuff, and it's just been going down for the past few years. And if they file this Chapter 11 bankruptcy and that don't work, next thing you know, it's going to be all closed down. And y'all going to get some discounts. I might roll up into a Bed Bath & Beyond too. Okay, I don't know if I've ever been up in there. But you know, I'm on this whole kick of being an adult for real this time. And not since my mama gone, I can't go over there and like be like, Mama, let's go here. Mama, you got this at the crib. I can come over there and pick it up. I can't do that, okay? But you know, I'm getting to the point where like I'm settling in my era where I'm literally online shopping or just online looking at furniture stuff or looking at home decor stuff or just looking at, you know, appliances and stuff. Like, girl, who the fuck is this? Ask you who you become. An adult. It's ghetto. It's really ghetto because now you realize how back in the day stuff used to cost much, but it didn't cost that much. And now you looking at stuff now and you like, damn, bitch, why does it cost this goddamn much? I just don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, I don't understand how come a couch costs $2,000. I don't understand how come, because that's how much I had to pay for the couch that I just brought, which I'm waiting on. Hopefully it'll be here this week. I don't understand why it costs $2,000, okay? And it's a good couch, all right? But I don't understand why a coffee table got to cost $1,000, okay? Like, what? Baby, I went on IKEA and found the little $40, $50 coffee table. Bitch, I am not paying all that money. Why is it that a little chair has to cost over $500? Like, what the hell is going on? Why is it costing all of this much? Listen, people are struggling out here. We just want to have a comfortability and make it feel like we at home, but we can't do that because, bitch, we can't afford it. Girl, I was just so mad. I'm so mad. But anyway, being an adult is so goddamn ghetto. I just want y'all to understand that shit. Moving on from that, Black Mirror is coming back. I hope y'all ready, okay? Because I seen a trailer for it, and I'm just so hyped. I wasn't even on the Black Mirror train back in the day, like when it first came out. But I don't know what it was. Somebody again said, Ashley, you have to watch it from the beginning. Just go ahead and watch it from the beginning. Somebody was like, watch the current season. And then I'm the type of person where if a show is already in its seasons or have multiple seasons already, I cannot start it in the season that it's about to start with. I have to go to the very beginning. So I went to the very beginning and I got hooked because it's a weird scientific type of just anthology type of show. And I'm not even into stuff like that, but for some reason it hooked me and I was just really much here for it. So, you know, Black Mirror is one of those shows that you literally be so hyped when it's coming out and then you forget about it because it take like 15 years before the next season show up, and then the next season probably would be like 2 episodes. You know? That's literally how it be. But I saw the trailer. Netflix put out the trailer, and yeah, it's coming out in June, so I'm looking forward to that. Somebody else who ain't having a good week this week, remember when I was telling y'all about prize from the Fugees? Girl, they done found him guilty. I said the trial just started. The trial just started either last week or this week. The trial just started. They indicted that man and they found him guilty. And he said that he was an FBI informant. They said a Fugees rapper accused in a multi-million-dollar political conspiracy spanning 2 presidencies was convicted Wednesday after the trial that included testimony ranging from actor Leonardo DiCaprio to a former U.S. Attorney General Jeff Sessions. The Grammy Award-winning artist faced multiple counts over the failed conspiracy to help Malaysian businessman Jai-Ho Lo and the Chinese government gain access to U.S. officials, including President Barack Obama and Trump. He was found guilty of conspiracy to defraud the U.S., witness tampering, and acting as an unregistered agent of a foreign government. Faces up to 20 years in prison. Baby, I don't even know what to say. And the only reason why I don't know what to say because again, I already knew that this man that this Chinese man, J-Ho Lo, whatever the fuck his name is, girl, I knew he was a scammer because I saw the documentary. I gotta find the name for it. I keep on bringing it up and I never give y'all the name because I keep forgetting it every time I turn off the camera. But somebody gotta hit me up and be like, girl, what's the name of it so I can go look for it. But yeah, because he defrauded a whole bunch of people and they have yet to catch him. Everybody else that played a part in his shit always get caught. But they have yet to catch him. I said, oh my goodness. And now he finna go to jail for 20 fucking years. He finna go to jail for 20 years. That is a shame, okay? And you wanna know who else I need to leave us alone at this point? Tori, baby. Let me tell you something. It is your right to want to appeal, which I already knew he was going to try to appeal this whole situation because it's understandable who wants to go to jail for multiple years. But at the end of the day, you want to say that the prosecutor lied, the prosecutor did this, and, you know, they lied and said that you shot Megan and all this stuff. Let's take away the charge of you putting her in danger and shooting her. There is still the fact that you was found guilty with having possession of a gun that you wasn't supposed to have because of your criminal background. So for that alone, you're going to get some jail time. And you can't contest that because that was your gun. And people said that it was your gun. And they saw you with a gun. So we could take away the fact that You know, let's say you didn't shoot the girl, but you still had the gun, right? The gun was in your possession, and it shouldn't have been. So therefore, you're guilty on that. So like, come on, girl. Like, baby, we don't care. We don't care. At least I don't. I'm gonna say I don't care. We're over it. Megan out here flourishing. Baby, the Little Mermaid is coming out next month, and I can't wait. They didn't put out Part of This World. I want to be where the people are. What's those song again? Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. I wanna stay on in the snow. Out of the sea. Listen, I'm a little rusty because I ain't seen Little Mermaid in a minute, but wish I could be. Because let me tell you something, that's the song. Because she want to do what? Be part of that world. I don't understand why, girl. I don't understand why, girl. Because the shit wasn't shit back then, and the damn show ain't shit right now. You probably get some free Wi-Fi or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Put your little fans up and get a little antenna going, and you probably get a little bit of reception or something like that. But other than that, I mean, you can't put the, you probably get an iPhone that's waterproof, and you probably take it down. Or Android. They got some Androids that's waterproof, whatever. But that's probably the only benefit, girl. You probably get some good apps and stuff down there, whatever. But other than that, ain't shit up here. Stay your ass in the water, girlfriend. Stay your ass in the water, girlfriend. You know, so Melissa McCartney about to eat. She about to eat Ursula, okay? I cannot wait to see. Ooh, that don't look right. That looked like I was doing something that I've never done before. I felt the way. That felt nasty. Y'all really be doing... Like, what? The fact that, you know, because I be following people that be like, I suck dick, so what? I mean, yeah, that's fine or whatever, but really, like, when you think about it, y'all, we really be putting people pee parts in our mouths. Like, for real, for real. Like, y'all put dicks in y'all's and I put vaginas in mine. Like, come on, like... Like, have you ever just sat here and just thought about that? Like, we really be putting their nasty parts up in our mouths and saying it tastes good. Some of y'all be eating niggas' asses who got shit stains in them, you know what I'm saying? Or got piss stains in. Like, I'm just saying, like, have you ever just sat back and thought about it? Like, wow, I really be sucking dick and he just pissed. Wow, I really be eating puss and she just came off her cycle. That's why it tastes a little iron. No, let me stop. I think I went a little bit too far, but y'all, I don't even know what prompted that. Moving on from that, Stevie J, leave Faith Evans alone, okay? Leave Faith Evans alone. I just don't understand. I thought y'all was getting a divorce. Y'all getting a divorce. Why are you taking her cars? Because you ain't got shit. And that was the main reason why his ass, you can't tell me no different. You can't tell me he truly loved that lady, okay? I feel like he saw an easy target, somebody that had a little bit of money, a little bit of change that was coming in some way, somehow, because, you know, Faith, she'll find a way to get some money. Stevie ain't had no money or whatever. He out here driving around in her cars, her Sprinter van, going to Coachella. Mind you, y'all remember that interview that he did when he was getting head from some other bitch that wasn't Faith, right? So what is it? Why you, we done. Why are you driving my shit? I shouldn't have to go to the court to position, to the court to tell you, don't drive my stuff and to return my car because you're not supposed to be having it because you ain't even on the insurance. Get that lady back her shit, man. Okay? Stevie J really turned into a bum because I really think that people do not understand the significance of what Stevie J helped do for hip-hop and R&B back in the day. You know what I'm saying? When he used to write hits and be on hits with Bad Boys and do a whole bunch of shit back in the day. Like, come on. Go look at Mariah Carey's Honey video. He was all up on Mariah Carey, all up in the video. Dancing all up in the videos. Come Death Row. Okay? That's what he was doing. He was dancing all up in the videos and grinding all up on Mariah. He was fucking around with Eve. The nigga got talent and wasted it all. Okay? Like, I just don't understand. He wasted it all by being a whore. That's just what it was, you know? Give that lady back her shit, okay? Miss Nikki, baby, who says she's 32 years old, and there's been a debate on Twitter about her real age because people feel like she's older, and I honestly feel like she's older because I do not feel like that I'm older than that lady, and if I am older than that lady, it's not by that much. Okay, ain't no way in here I feel like that lady is 32 years old. I really feel like when she came on Love and Hip Hop, she was a good 26. Okay, you can't tell me no difference, bitch. Ain't no way in hell you 32 years old now. But that's neither here nor there. She got one of the Bell brothers, what's his name, Leangelo Ball, one of the Ball brothers. He 24 years old. And got pregnant by him. She done trapped her a baller. All right. All right, moving on from that. I guess that's a congratulations. Girl, and let this be a lesson too. Cardi B said she going after not the wrong one. Tasha K's shit. Okay? Now, I don't know if I discussed this earlier or last week or whatever, but baby, they about to seize all her property until she pay this $4 million that she owe. And I feel like not K Michelle. Why do I want to keep on saying K Michelle? I feel like Tasha K is really not taking this stuff serious. She's really not taking it serious. And I feel like she won't take it serious until all of a sudden she come home and one of her cars is missing. It's a lock on one of the house doors, okay? Like, I really feel that way because at this point, I just don't feel like she's taking it serious. And I just want everybody to just look at this as an example. Y'all get up into this game, this blogging game, this internet blogging stuff or whatever. Y'all have to be careful what y'all do, okay? They're going to put some stuff out there. Make sure you got the facts behind it. And if you're not sure, make sure you say, it's not facts, it's an opinion. And if somebody want to come out and say, could you please remove that so it can calm down some shit, just go ahead and do it and don't argue because you ain't got the money if they win, okay? You ain't got the money, you know? Don't fuck yourself up too early, okay? Moving on from that, Amara and Safari. Since we talking about Love and Hip Hop for a second, let me just say this because I meant to talk about this last week. And that's the last thing that I got to say. This whole situation with Amara and Safari, so basically it was Amara's twin girl's birthday. I think they turned 1, could possibly be 2, but I'm pretty sure it was 1 year old. And he brought them Rolexes. Erica Mena, of course, she came out and said, ain't that about a bitch? How you gonna buy somebody else's kids Rolexes when your kid's birthday came up? And first of all, you didn't even acknowledge your son's birthday. And this is the one that he had doubts about being his kid that he truly didn't want in the first place. After he really didn't want the first one, you had doubts about him. You barely even acknowledged his birthday. You didn't acknowledge the birthday when it happened. You waited a couple of weeks to truly acknowledge it. You didn't really get them no presents. You got them balloon and cake, and that's it. But you get somebody else kids Rolexes. And, you know, this is the same narrative that Erica has been putting out there, basically saying that he's a deadbeat. And my whole thing is, Erica, we believe you. You don't have to keep on coming out and saying this. And I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to, you know, it's almost like she's trying to shame him into being a parent. But a nigga like that, he don't feel shame. Because if he did, he would have been doing something about it already. But no, instead, he taking his ass down there to Love and Hip Hop Miami. And now he's about to be playing around with Amara. Now, Amara, I'm so disappointed in you, but then again, I've been disappointed in you for a minute, and I had high hopes for you, to be quite honest, because when Love and Hip Hop Miami came on, you were one of my favorites. You kind of got annoying to me, but you brought up a subject that needed to be talked about. You brought up colorism in the Latin community, okay? You brought up how there are Latin people who literally disclaim or disown their African heritage, okay? And I respected you for that. I liked your music at the time. And then it seemed like when it came back on, it just started to be more so about your relationships with men and all of this stuff. Granted, you can have a relationship, but you started to lose focus from the music. We have yet to hear any real music from you for the past couple of years or so. since you've been the last couple of seasons or whatever, since you've been on Love and Hip Hop Miami. And you was the one that was going to be that breakout star that could have got something going. You could have went a little bit mainstream, okay? You could have been out here having songs with J Balvin, having songs with Bad Bunny if you don't already. You could have been out here doing that with Anita, okay? With Rosalia. You could have had some songs with them or whatever. But no, you decided to stay on Love and Hip Hop and focus on being in messy ass relationships, quote unquote, with these whack ass niggas, okay? And then not only that, you go get pregnant by some dude that you knew wasn't finna come over here to the Americas, wanted to stay up in the Dominican Republic, okay, and just be a fucking deadbeat. So you already got a baby. You got not only one baby, but two babies, which actually were three. One of them passed away in the womb, and so now you only have two. You got twins, and the baby daddy don't barely want nothing to do with him, okay? We saw that on the season. We know that that's what's going on. He's not an active father in them kids' life from what you said, from what we've seen. So you go from that to being with Safari, because y'all kissing. Shay basically said, I can't believe they together. And look at them just kissing and all that stuff. So she basically put y'all business out there that y'all together. And my whole thing is, how do you go from one deadbeat ass nigga to another deadbeat ass nigga with his kids? You as a woman, and I just don't understand women who do this. How do you date somebody? How do you fuck somebody? Fucking I can understand, but dating and being in a goddamn relationship with somebody who ain't taking care of their kids? Who ain't taking care of their kids? I just don't understand that. Especially when you already have a baby daddy that's not taking care of his kids. So you let another man come in and shower your kids with gifts, make a whole display, but yet he can't shower his own kids with gifts, and you're okay with that, and you're accepting that? Mind you, you went on a whole tirade when you was on the last season of Family Reunion, Family Vacation, and you were saying that you never had anything going on with Safari, and now y'all hooked up, and now y'all together, and he giving your kids fucking Rolexes at 1 year old. Why the fuck do y'all be doing that? That's a waste of goddamn money, first of all. And Safari, I thought your ass was broke anyway. So what the hell is going on? What the hell is going on? You know what I'm saying? Girl, people are just stupid for a storyline, because that's all that this is. It's a fucking storyline. And I can't even say Mona, bitch, like Rox be saying, because Mona has nothing to do with Love and Hip Hop no more. And she hasn't for the past couple of years or so. So it's like, girl, what the hell is happening? Cancel the whole franchise at this point, because this is ridiculous. Y'all really be fucking niggas that don't take care of y'all kids, they kids. Excuse me. See how that shit just came all over my shirt? Anyway, moving on from that. That's my time, y'all. I'm slobbering and shit and wasting stuff on me because I'm trying to snap off on people that don't care. Anyway. Oh, I look like the girl from the ring. Anyway, it's time to go. It's time to go because I'm getting stupid. Anyway, I hope y'all having a blessed weekend. I hope y'all had a beautiful weekend. I hope y'all have a wonderful time. I hope y'all have a safe time. Shout out to everybody, and I want to give my love and respect to Kid Fury. For some of y'all who probably know him, he's one half of the podcast, The Read. He's been going through some mental health situations and things. And I have to give my respect because, I give respect to anybody who is being bold enough to be transparent these days about the fact that they are going through mental health struggles. And I do know that he and Crystal was about to go on tour with the Read podcast and celebrate their 10 years being around, and they had to cancel the tour because now he had to take himself and put himself in a facility to get help for his mental health. And I do remember listening to one of their episodes before they went on a break because of this, and he had a breakdown on there explaining what was going on, and I felt so bad, and I related, and I'm just glad that he didn't feel the need to hold back and tell us why and to put it out there, because mental health is very important. You have to put yourself first. So that's the message to everybody. Put yourself first and make sure your mental is together. Okay, sometimes you just need to take a step back and take a breath. All right, but I hope y'all are having a good time. I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I see y'all whenever the hell I pop up with a video, bitch. Okay, I see y'all then.